game like I'm in the field, and still live my life like I'm Uncle Phil. I been about the dollar, so I chase the bills. The world is going nuts, Bible be the pill. And sometimes I contemplate an overdose. I'd rather die in righteousness, can't speak for most. I still remember nights sleeping with the toast. Plus the bar was always nasty, had it screaming gross. The Lord always had me when I was seeing ghosts. Repent or die, mama, can't you see the growth? My people need a savior, I just give them hope. And watch them from their sins, Christ be the soap. Whoa, yeah. Repent or die, baby. Yeah. Repent or die, baby. Sure. What it do, y'all? It's your brother, man, from the motherland, coming to you guys live from the NY, representing that OD. Back with another episode, man. And for those that don't know, I am Junes, the original Jew by blood, not by conversion. You know I'm out here splurging with the word. First and foremost, gotta give all praise and glory to the Most High. Higher is his name, only name given to the children of Israel. This is a fact. Secondly, I want to give a big birthday shout out to my G-moms. She turned 90, which is a blessing. Praise the Most High for that. You know, it's always an amazing accolade when we reach, you know, the ages we wasn't meant to be living. You know what I'm saying? You know, our life is spent, our lifespan in America, when you look up the statistics, comes down to like 75, 77. You know what I'm saying? So to reach 90, it's a beautiful thing. Praise the Most High for that. So happy birthday, G-Ma. It's a beautiful day. Summer's winding down. School's around the corner. Yeah. But, you know, we still embrace it. We look forward for another day. We be thankful for that. I know I am. You understand? I never take nothing for granted. I appreciate and embrace everything and all things. I want to give a shout out also to all my supporters, all those that be tuning in, listening to the podcast and giving me feedback. It's amazing. It's amazing. I never thought it would be what it is. Never thought I'd be connecting with people I've never met. You know, building rapport, and it's a beautiful thing, man. And you know, all praises be to the Most High when He said He's gonna gather the elect to the elect. It's a blessing. So shout out to that. But I ain't gonna waste too much time, even though I say that all the time and waste all y'all time. It's because I love you. But on today's episode, man, we're gonna talk about this delusion that we seem to not want to, what should I say, face head on, and that's the fact that we are slaves. Yes, I said it, we are slaves. You was never sent here to be prosperous. You was sent here for servitude. America's a corporation. It's a corporation that's run and employs slaves. Okay? Don't believe that you're not a slave, don't pay your bills. See what happens. Don't, you know, try taking over land and say, this is mine. See what happens. You don't believe that you're a slave. And the reason why I'm even talking about this is because we get this, we got this, like I said, this delusion and believe that, you know, we receive and have the same opportunities as other nations, and in reality, we don't. Look at our community. Matter of fact, go into a Chinese community, right? When you go into a Chinese community, you know you're in a Chinese community. based by the McDonald's. The McDonald's is written in Chinese. Are you kidding me? You know you're in a Chinese community when the schools is written in Chinese. Their billboards is written in Chinese. Even when you go into Khazar area, when you go into these Khazar areas, their schools, their stores, everything is written in the Giddish. Yes. And these individuals are taking full advantage of you guys, us, slaves. Remember, America's a capitalistic society. You must capitalize. You know, America has no problem giving you money, supporting you, as long as you're putting slaves to work. This is a fact. Put the slaves to work, we'll fund you. You see a vision. We could make money off this. Sure, here's a grant. Here's a loan. Make sure you don't leave these Negroes alone. Are you dumb? Are you dumb? We are slaves. And I remember when I used to be at my job, and then I'll have my supervision, and they'll be like, "Well, how's everything? How's everything going?" I'll be like, "It's just another day in the plantation." And they're like, "What? The plantation?" I mean, then, they try to do the rebuttal, when you're working with, people that got social workers, and they got psychological degrees. They try to pick your brain and try to switch the narratives and make it seem like we have choices. We don't have no choice. You don't have no choice. The only choice that you have is surviving or being a bum. You don't have no choice. You have choices. You have choices for employment, but you don't have no choice. You don't have no choice. And if you wanna take it there, receiving free money, that the choice that you gotta make in order to receive that free money, you gotta meet their requirements. You gotta be mentally ill, mentally unstable. You gotta be physically unfit. Oh yeah, all of these things you gotta go through their psyche. You gotta go through a whole psyche evaluation, bro, in order to receive any level of public assistance, social security, disability, whatever. You have to go through their system. You know what I'm saying? You must show them that you're nuts in order to receive a buck. Are you dumb? Facts. But then you got the people that believe that they're free because they get to go places. I'm free. I'm traveling the world. Just because you're able to go sit in a restaurant that's hospitality doesn't mean that you are free. Even with that, you are treated with a level of racism. I'll give you an example. If you're not a known person, and I'm talking about known, like you got money, and I'm not talking about millions, I'm talking about 100 millions, right? No matter how prestige that you are, you get placed in an area where it's for nobody's. Facts. Put you in a little corner somewhere because you are a slave. The other nations don't like to see you next to them. This is why they have the educational system. A regular Joe Blow, the love of Mandem, can't come to Mandem. Free Willy. You can't come to them free will. You must show them that you are acceptance to their philosophies and teachings, aka their doctrine. This is why those that don't have a high school diploma struggles the most in life compared to somebody that do. And then those that got associate struggles less than somebody that just got a high school diploma. Those that got a bachelor struggles less than somebody that got associate. Those those that got a doctorate, suffers less than somebody that got a bachelor. You see, the higher you go up in the degrees, the more money that you will receive. See, you're receiving a payment for your servitude, for obedience, for the acceptance of their doctrination. This is a fact. And then we take this whole energy, we come outside to be amongst nobodies and act like we're better than everybody. And in reality, you are a slave. You are a slave. You don't believe that you are a slave? I'm going to give you an example. When the Mandem said it's a mandate for all you guys to be fufu, and if you don't come out of here, if you don't do it, then you are cuckoo, and then you're going to be treated like doo-doo. See what I'm rhyming for you? It's because it's the truth. That's when that right there was the icing on the cake for every colored person on the face of this earth to realize that they are a slave. Facts. You are a slave. Facts. And because we're able to travel, like I said, buy nice cars and homes, and it's not as severe as it was in the 1940s, the 1920s, 1900s, because it's not that severe. I can't be a slave. You are a slave. Basketball players are slaves. You don't understand. Yeah, they getting all that money. Yeah, but they gotta bust their ass for that. You gotta work hard, sir. You gotta work hard, sir. You don't believe you a slave? Look at, what's her name? Look at the Joanna man. Brittany Griner. Probably got a couple of millions. Can't even get your ass out of jail. You are a slave, sir. Don't even the president is not even making it a situation to go fight for that. You are a slave. When a colored man gets killed, it's just another day in the neighborhood. Chinese people get shot at in Atlanta, Georgia by gunmen. Bills is put into place to protect them. Money is being sent to them to protect them. While you was here, you all built this whole foundation called America. The White House was built off slaves' hands. That beautiful house was built off slave hands. There wasn't no tractor trailers. These were people working using ropes. Using ropes and trees. Okay? Are you dumb? And even with all of that you've done, you still can't get no support because you are a slave. And they want you to feel free and use that same freedom against your own. Because you gotta sell this persona of I'm free, I'm doing whatever I want to do, I'm living my best life. Yeah, you can do that as long as you stay amongst the have-nots. It's easier to perceive to be free when you're around have-nots. You realize that you are a slave when you go sit up with the higher-ups, when the conversations is taking place without you being a part of it. Kanye West, who's worth $2 billion, can't even go into Adidas meeting to give his decisions on things that's having his name and brand because you are a slave. With all this money, he can't even say, you know what? I want to go buy this land right here and call it mine. Call it Yeezyville and have everybody living. With all this money, I can't even go to the judge and say, listen, I want to buy this man's freedom. Larry Hoover's son was on his album. Shout out to the Jesus. Shout out to that song. That song is fire. Shout out to Bess for putting me on to that too. That song is really fire. Alright? I might just write to it. But anyway, you hear him saying, etc., etc., your my pop's been in there for over 25 years, etc., right? Easy, with all this money, you can't even sit down and say, yo, let my mans go. How much it costs? How much it costs? You got, listen, if that don't give you, don't wake it up how much of a slave you are, then I don't know what to tell you. Your whole life, your whole existence here in America is taught to be a slave. Your child is put in school at the age of 3 or 5 years old. 3 is for, daycare, from 3 up. By the time they're 5, they're in pre-K. You know what I'm saying? Then 6, kindergarten. And it goes on and goes on until 18, graduate, get a diploma. And then from there, you're told to go pursue college. And from college, get a good paying job. And from the good paying job, work there, give your all, retire, and then live happily ever after. As a slave. This is what the slave master has taught our people to believe and follow. And a lot of us can't see past that because a lot of us are content with being a slave. Like, we have no problem being in servitude. And granted, yes, we was put here for disobedience. You was put here because you went against God. And now you are in captivity. You are held captive. You don't believe it? Go try to leave right now. Go, matter of fact, forget that. Get on a boat and take it from wherever you at and try to take it to Africa and see if the Coast Guard ain't gonna pull you over. If you're free. You are in captivity. You are held captive here. You wasn't meant to do anything. Sorry. You wasn't meant to do anything besides serve and fulfill other people's dreams. You're not supposed to have a dream. Your dreams, colored people's dreams, is going to always be a nightmare. Martin Luther King had a dream. He got assassinated, and he also led us to a burning house, and that house been burning, and we got nothing but 10-degree burns on our body. Okay? Facts. Look at your community. You got these dudes over here fighting for neighborhoods that's not even theirs. You are a slave. You want to be a tough guy. You do boom, boom, boom. I'm a gangster. And the one of them come sweep everybody up. Everybody's under secret indictments. The whole community has now been re-gentrified. By the time you come home, it's nothing but Caucasians running up and down your block. Matter of fact, in your house, with their feet up, done put a whole 75-inch TV. Are you dumb? You are a slave. You are a slave. And why am I saying this? It's because this slave mentality, this delusion in believing not that we're slaves, is the reason why we're not doing nothing besides sitting back and allowing these people to destroy our communities, buying up everything. We are allowing these people to do that. And not only are we allowing it, we embrace these people to come and do that. Slave mentality. Yo, they putting up a new building. Yeah, man, sheesh. In fact, let me go fill out this application as a slave would. Go fill out the application and go see if you're slave qualified. That pre-approval doesn't mean nothing. The pre-approval needs to make sure that you are a good boy slave. You are a good girl slave. And if you don't meet the requirements, you must bring another slave. 2 for the price of 1. Come on, Ricky Bobby. Make it make sense. You can't even buy a house without being approved by these heathens. Make it make sense. You gotta run your credit, sir. Your credit don't meet the requirements. Do you have somebody to co-sign for you? Oh, is this a good slave? We just don't want no regular Joe Blow the love of one slave. We need somebody that's going straight servitude. No compliance, no pushback, no criminal record, nothing. Those are the slaves that you must bring in order to receive this loan so you can buy a house, so you can put your slave family. Are you dumb? This is the fact. This is a fact. Listen, the whole 2019, 2020 showed me how much of a slave, how much control these people had over us. It showed me that. And even though I know I'm in a slave society, I'm in captivity, I'm that rebellious, I'm that Nat Turner, I'm that, you gotta catch me if you can. I'm the gingerbread man. Are you dumb? Hold on. Are you dumb? I'm the gingerbread man. You gotta catch me. Facts. But seeing what I seen in the pandemic, the way that they took the basketball courts down, the way that they barricaded, the way that they stopped people from going to stores, the way that they told people that if you're seen outside after a certain time, you can be arrested and put into jail. That right there lets me know that we nothing but slaves to these people. These people, listen, the President Obama said, you guys aren't quite smart enough to make own decisions, to have your own freedom. You need to be governed. Everything about you should be governed. This is a fact. Who can say that? Only the slave master. Only the slave master. Facts. And you guys may disagree. You guys may say, man, bro, sorry, you are. All of us are. Because colored people was not put on this earth, put in not the earth, but not put on this land to be prosperous. To be prosperous in America, you must do a level of defilement. You must defile yourself. You must demoralize. You must let go of principles to be successful. You must do harm to others. What? I'm selling drugs. Yeah, you became successful by bringing harm to other people. You understand? Oh, I'm a boxer. Yeah, you brought harm to other people. Listen, I'm not knocking the hustle. Just telling you what it is. Just telling you what it is. You gotta buy you gotta buy your products and everything from them. You can't do it yourself. Our community is not being governed and run by us. It's being overrun by them. We don't have no say. You don't have no say in nothing. Even in a medical decision that you believe that is your body. You know what I'm saying? They tell you what to fight for. When it comes for abortions, it becomes my body, my choice. When it comes for abortions. But when it comes for taking an injection, that don't comply. We don't want to hear none of that. It's either you're going to be my slave and do what I tell you, or you're going to be a dog. Which one? And like I said, this pandemic, pandemic was a clear indication of how much of a slaves we are. And we ain't ready to let go of that. We're so comfortable being slaves. We embrace it. We embrace it. We're so comfortable just being in servitude. We embrace it. We so much of a slave. Say how much of a slave that we are. You're so much of a slave that you would rather invest buying sneakers, clothes, spend thousands of dollars on that, then take money, that same exact money, and invest it into your brand, invest it into a business, whether it becomes successful or not. Because when you think about it, when you wear these clothes, after a year or so, you're really not going to be wearing it no more. you're really not gonna be caring about the sneakers. You're really not. You're probably gonna give it away, but in your mind, subconsciously, you probably remember or forgot that you spent $1,500 for this. That $1,500, the same way is money lost. It's gonna be the same way into buying a building, putting down on a corner store. I told you guys, colored people is $1.7 trillion in spending power. We have that. We have that. But when you are a slave, you don't want to go against the slave master, because you don't want to step on their toes, because you don't want the backlash that comes along with it. We have no problem stepping on each other's toes, right? That's why when you look into the hood, everybody's doing the same thing. Listen, in Flatbush alone, I see more colored restaurants than ever before. If it's not a colored restaurant, right? If it's not a colored restaurant, it's closed, right? It's always something that we are competing with each other. Hair salons, barber shops. How do you have 4 barber shops in 3 blocks? How? Yo, bro, close your barber shop. Let's put these things together and let's create this phenomenal barber shop where, we got pool, we got the money to put up a liquor license so dudes can come in here and drink some wine, dine, and you know what I'm saying, break bread. Like, this could be a palace for men. Have an area for the children to play games, and you know what I'm saying? This is how you build a community. But when you are a slave, you can't think beyond the norm. Facts. I remember when I was younger, and I was telling these dudes, the dollar man them, every time I was going to school, I'm like, yo, bro, y'all should come together. Y'all over here competing. Y'all cutting in front of this person, cutting in front of that person. I'm like, yo, bro, y'all should come together and start your own cab service, like your own delivery service. Put money aside and, go to New York City, go to City Hall and say, yo, look, we want to run this strip. Let this be us. Nobody did that. What comes out of nowhere? Uber. While Uber is here, you guys are still driving around, dodging the police, hoping that they don't pull you over for whatever reason, because you don't have the requirements to do that job. I'm like, yo, if all of y'all put y'all breads together, this could have been achieved. But when you are a slave, you can't think beyond the norm. You can't. You guys think, I'll be hurting my head. You guys can't think beyond the norm because you guys believe that the only thing you're supposed to do is stunt on the brother man. Nobody want to take the objective to take down the oppressor. Yes, take him down off that dresser. You got these people on high pedestals. Like Biggie says, suckers bleed just like us. Picture me being scared of a man that breathed the same air as me. Facts. Are you dumb? But these are the things, you know what I'm saying? These are the examples of how you know that you are a slave. Only a slave will want to fight with another slave for whatever reason it may be. Only a slave will want to destroy somebody's life for whatever reason it may be. You think Bill Gates is beefing with Elton Musk, whatever his name is, Elton Musk? You think they're beefing? These individuals are sitting there thinking about the next pandemic to not only bring in money, because we all know that this medical nonsense was about money. Check the stock when these things came out. I was going to invest into that. I was like, nah, I'm not going to invest into the detrimental of my people. But it was there. I had $1,000 for it right now. I had $1,000 just for that. And I guarantee you I would have been up 100. I probably would have been up 100 down. Facts. Because when they joints came up, just was like $3 a share. You spend a stack, make it make sense. Come on. See how I see. See, my thing is, my biggest problem is the fact that we have become acceptance to it. And are willing to fight and combat anybody that tells you, nah, bro, we should look this way. Facts. Even though I know spiritually these are curses, I know. But I'm getting sick and tired of brothers walking around with this level of prestige, this level of self-entitlement. You're not entitled to nothing. You can't be entitled to something when you are in servitude. What you entitled to? The only thing that we are entitled to is freedom. And that freedom is not going to come by the hands of the oppressor. That freedom is going to come by us coming together, working, developing, creating, protecting. That's it. And moving in secrecy. You suckers like to be out there. I don't listen. I be on these social media platforms. I be like, damn, bro, like what? Like, just give them your whole plan. You know what I'm saying? We're teaching each other how to juice, right? How to do this, how to drink, how to etc. Certain things should not be said online. Why? Because that platform isn't yours. They're gaining your intel and they see, and then they're gonna try it themselves. And when they see that it's effective, they take that away because you are a slave. You don't own nothing. They take that away. I did a video titled The Rat Experiment. You can find it on YouTube. Type in Repent or Die and you're going to see. And within that video, it shows you how they did experiments on mice, how they put them in a nice, beautiful complex, like how you see it now. Some of y'all may call it the projects. I call it putting people like can of sardines in buildings and giving them a short outlet of places to buy food and groceries, right? Give them a short place of outlets to buy clothes. All of this is by design. Okay, this is by design. And then get you in a state of comfortability. And when you're comfortable enough, they take that away and watch how the people go berserk. They watch how the mice went nuts, how they was prosperous. And within a couple of months, it went down to apocalyptic states. You know what I'm saying? It was prosperous in the beginning, and then it just started deteriorating. And that's the same thing that's happening with us. It's deteriorating. We as people don't want to do things that we was designed to do. I'm shocked when I hear men not looking to work out. I'm shocked when I hear men not looking to walk and go on a journey and go do something. I be shocked behind that. Because this is what the agenda is called, the apocalypse 2025. But I did it. So when you go on my YouTube, it's titled the Mice Experiment on Humanity. Look it up. If you think I'm lying, look it up. And then you ask yourself, who fits this requirement, bro? And it's only going to get worse, fam. It's not going to get any better. Facts. People that's out here dying, and listen, you so much of a slave, you can't even get sick and go to your own doctor. It's not even invented in your mind to go to somebody of your nature, of your culture, of your color, that doesn't possess that doctrine, you by default, it's like, nah, this person's not qualified. I can't take his word. He probably don't even know what he's talking about. I gotta go to Dr. Sismall for beautiful clear skin. Are you dumb? Gotta go see Dr. Brino. Come on, bro. So if you don't have a doctor behind your name, you're unqualified to treat me. But you go to these people and then you ran experiments on. They run experiments on you, giving you drugs. We got a new drug. It's been clinically proven, FDA approved, to help you get through. Come today. 1-800, dial 911. Take this pill, and before you know it, you about to die. Come on, man. Why you think they took our Dr. Sabi, man? Why you think all these holistic people get shadow banned? They're not disrespecting nobody. It's because you're going against the system. A slave is not designed to go against the system. A slave is designed to be in complete compliance. When the master says jump, you're not supposed to say why. You're supposed to say how high. Facts. And like I said, that pandemic showed me everything. It showed me the state of the society. It showed me how much they view us. It showed me how weak we have become as people. It showed me that we stand on nothing. It showed me that these people literally own our souls, bro. Because only a fool will wake up in the morning and say, yes, sir, I don't know what this is, but I'm going to trust you this much because you are my daddy. And I'm going to put this inside of me. And whatever outcome comes, it is what it is. But I listen. I was an obedient slave. I was obedient. So please, not harm me. Protect me, love me, my family. Oh, jeez. But again, you are some slaves. So please, when you wake up in the morning, stop acting like you're better than anybody. Okay? When you wake up in the morning, stop acting like you too good to say hello. So let's stop that. Okay? You are nowhere, shape, or form better than the homeless man that's on that corner. Let me tell you the difference between the homeless man and somebody in your prestige level. Somebody in your level, you got to answer to somebody. Somebody that's homeless, the only person he got to answer to is God. Because God is the one that's leading his steps. Facts. You are a slave. We are a slave. Okay? And until we get out of this land, you will always be in servitude. It's your brother, man, from the motherland. I came to you guys live from the NY. You know what I represent, man. Shout out to all those I've been tuning in. About to get my workout in. I'll come back, have it up for you guys on the AM.